It, so you're not gonna go to the doctor there? Okay, so you schedule an appointment.
I apologize, y'all. Hey Josh. Hey, yes, Lakin, I'm feeling a lot of pain, but trying to be positive. My my speaker was off. I'm trying to put it low, trying to lower it down so I can hear when it goes out. But I apologize, Josh and Riz. I was reading your comments. Hey, Suke, good morning. I was trying to read. I was reading y'all comments, but I didn't have my. I just see your audio is slow. I had to turn my headphone on. But good morning, Miss K. Yeah. So you going to the doctor Saturday? Okay. Say Lakin. Yeah. I decided to come on for a little while. I was waiting for a phone call, but that's the only way I can hear is if I have that headphone in my ear. Maisha say, "Hey, young Riaz." Yeah, y'all. So for those of you that have been on my uploads or my live stream, I had told y'all that my cousin uh had a problem with a mechanic that was is trying to jack her out her money. And so what ended up happening, no, you know what? I didn't tell y'all this. It's because it's on my members. It's on my members only upload. But what ended up happening, let me know if y'all can hear me or is the music too loud. Because to me on my end, it sounds like the music may be too loud. I can turn it all the way off if y'all want me to. Let me know before I finish talking. Let me know, y'all. Can y'all hear me? We hear you. Okay, Maisha. Thank you. so, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the background for the people that don't know what happened. But anyway, my cousin's vehicle was giving her problems, so she took it to this mechanic. I'm gonna turn this music all the way off because it sounds like it's on my end is kind of aggravating to me. But she brought her vehicle to this mechanic. Well, she had it towed to this mechanic, right? And I had already told her before she towed her vehicle, I told her to bring a man with her because when women go to mechanics, they always try and they either jack us or because women don't know too much about vehicles. So anyway, she had her car towed to the mechanic, and he told her that the problem she was having may be her alternator or it may be her transmission. So he told her roughly the job would be $1,500. So now mind you, he hadn't even looked at her vehicle. He just guessed. Okay, thank you. I did. I did too, Leanne. I sure did. So he roughly told her it's going he said roughly it would be like $1,500. Hey Joshua, I had to turn my earphone on. I didn't check it. I just came in. But so y'all, he ended up she ended up giving him $1,000. So that was around she gave him like three, then she came back with the other money, right? So he told her, she said that was like 2 weeks after the vehicle being there. But when he did say you have five other vehicles ahead of you, but the repairs to those vehicles are minor repairs. So at that time it was on her whether to leave her vehicle or pull it somewhere else. So she chose to leave her vehicle since he said it was going to be minor repairs to the five that was ahead of her. And that gave her time for another paycheck to come in, right? So she called him the next week to ask him, what time she can bring in a couple of more $100. So he told her, no, I still haven't put it on I think it's the logistic machine or something like that when they put your vehicle on that little machine and it tells you exactly what's going on with the vehicle. But he told her, he said no, he said don't bring no more money right now. He said because he said gonna be like 90 something dollars for them to put your vehicle on there. But she already had money in, right? So he was gonna take the $95 to take to even put her truck on there. And I'm like, well, wait, I thought that was free because you can bring a vehicle to AutoZone and they'll put it on the machine for you and tell you what's going on with your car. But by her car being broken down, she couldn't do that. So he said it was gonna be like $95. So meanwhile, he's still not He didn't ask for no more money. So a month went by. So I'm asking her about her vehicle, what's going on because she was taking taxes to work. So that was like $20 a day. So I'm asking her what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. So that started since last May. Okay, we finna go to the May that just passed, not last May. I take that back. We still in the same year. So that started in May. So what ended up happening, so I'm like, he ain't finished the 5 cars yet. She said, I don't know. She said, but I'm gonna call him. So he finally said that she needed a new engine. The engine was $3,000. He had to order the engine offline. The engine that she needed was $3,000 and it was used. So she thought about it. She was going to go ahead on and pay for the engine. And I told her, I said, $3,000. I said, dang, I said, that's a lot for, a used engine. And, I would want my engine to be new. If I'm going to pay $3,000 for it. So, but I told her, I said, ask a man about it or another mechanic because, sometimes you have to get that sucking a quote and all of that um on your vehicles or whatever, So I'm telling her, you know, maybe how get you a mechanic, see if somebody can go with you that's a licensed mechanic just to see, just to hear what this man is telling you. Because I don't know much about, vehicles or whatever. I do know how to change the oil. I know how to put gas. I know how to do the windshield. I know how to put the fluid in for the windshield wipers and stuff like that. But all the other things, like the major things, I don't know how to do all of that. So I'm like, I don't know. Bring somebody that's, a licensed mechanic. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. So we talked about it. She said she was gonna go ahead on and pay him the $3,000. So I told her, I said, I don't know. I said, me, I would probably just give me another vehicle. So the next morning she told me, she said, I talked with my daughter about it. She said, and that's what I'm gonna do. She said, I'm gonna go ahead on, and she said, I'm going to just pull it to the scrap yard. I think they wanted to give her like $500 for it. So she said she was gonna pull it to the scrap yard, and she wanted her money back. Now he said that it was 90 some dollars. He gave her a receipt for that. Okay, so she wanted the rest of her money. But meanwhile, when she went to get her vehicle towed away from there and back to her home, he told her that he wasn't in town. He was actually on a flight to the Bahamas. His mom took sick and he wasn't going to be back in Louisiana until another week. So she was like, well, nobody else can, release my vehicle. And he was like, no. He said, I'll be back in another week. Now, meanwhile, he didn't tell her that I'm going to charge you storage. He didn't tell her nothing like that. So the week passed, she called up there. They said he still hadn't made it back to Louisiana. All right. 2 or 3 days passed. They say he still wasn't back. Okay, the fourth day, she was in an area. I told her, I said, just show up. She went over there. They said he still wasn't back. Okay. And I told her, I said, I think they lying. I said, I really believe that they're lying. But she was giving them the benefit of the doubt. And so when so she got her daughter to call because she had to work, and she got her daughter to call to see, had he made it back or anything. And so they still said no, the guy said that he was back and a call back in a couple of hours. So when she called back, he told her daughter, the man name is Gus, he told her daughter that she didn't have, she couldn't get any money back because he charged her storage, and her storage um took up all the money. So I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So he turned around and told her daughter that she owed him $2 more thousand, right? Which is outrageous. That's outrageous. $2 more thousand, $2,000 plus you already got 1,000. Mm-mm. I say, if I was you, I would get an officer to meet me over there and tell them what's going on. Um, she didn't do that. She just went up there with her daughter, and while they was sitting in the lobby area, somebody alerted him that she was there, and he snuck out the back and he left. So about 2 hours later, she said somebody came, one of the other guys at work that came forward and was like, "Oh, he left. When he seen you, he left out the back door. He been gone, since, y'all first came." So nobody came told her that this man been ran off, right? So I told her, I said, you need to call the cops. I'm like, I know that if the work is done on the vehicle and you don't have the money for the vehicle, but then that's when they'll start charging storage because where your vehicle is sitting at, somebody else's vehicle could be there. So it's like they taking a loss, you know, for the vehicle being there. But he didn't do no work on it. She was gonna pull it. When she wanted to pull it, hey, he wasn't even in town, so that's not her fault, right? That's not her fault that he went to the Bahamas. That's a personal problem. That's a personal problem if your mom's sick and you have to go see about your mom. That's the personal problem. She wanted her vehicle. No, not her fault. So I told her to go up there with law enforcement. Okay. What ended up happening, okay, my daughter worked in that area. And my daughter called me, she said, Mama, she said, I think you should come down here. And I'm like, for what? I was chilling. I had my little bunny slippers on. I had my little robe on. I was wrapped up tight, just chilling. Me and Chocolate was drinking hot cocoa. I had about 1,000 marshmallows. I was just chilling. So she said, Mama, she said they have cops outside. They have a lot of people that's starting to gang up around their business. Well, our cousin, of course, she said her name, but I'm gonna just say our cousin. Our cousin, Truckhead. I said, what? She said, yeah, Mama. She said they have a lot of people that's going over there. She said, I'ma send Bree to see if that's her. So I told her, okay. So she said, Mama, she said, get dressed. I said, all right, I'm gonna get dressed. I was, dang, man. I don't feel like, hey, yeah, yeah. How you doing? I was like, dang, I really didn't feel like getting out the comfort of my doggone home. Hey, Ruthie. So, I just went on ahead and put me some clothes on and stuff, threw a little lip gloss on, a little eyeliner, just in case I meet somebody, right? Because I wasn't playing myself like I did before and when I did with that bonnet on and with that green and pink on. Ruth just said, hey, Maisha, Riaz, and Joshua. I'm like, I'm not about to play myself, right? So, my daughter came and she picked me up, right, y'all? So lo and behold, she was like, Mama, that is her out there. I said, oh, Lord. I said, Lord. So what ended up happening, y'all, I got there in time. Um, Her daughter, I didn't get in the middle of them. I did not get in the middle because Ruthie said, hey, yeah, thoughts one. I didn't get in the middle because I had a cousin that got unalived like that by trying to stop a fight. And he got in the middle, and the person ended up stabbing him instead of stabbing the person that he wanted. You know, when people mad, some people see red when they get mad. So you don't go in the middle and try, especially with your back turned. If you're gonna go in the middle, go with both of your hands out, one to the left, one to the right, to try to keep these people off each other, right? Don't never turn your back because that person that you in front of could be just that mad, and you may take what they want to give to the other person. So that happened to that he would be my second cousin. So anyway, I stayed on the back of her. Her daughter was in the middle because the guy, Gus, he looked like he wanted to hit my cousin. I think if that officer wasn't there, that he would have tried to hit her. Um, because at this point she's really causing a scene. You know, she's loud talking to him, and he's not as loud as her, but he's loud. She's loud talking to him. They also have a cell phone business that's attached to the mechanic business or whatever. It's the same people, right? So they have all those people, and that's a busy area. So of course, they want to see what's going on, right? So they piling up and stuff like that, and I'm watching our surroundings and stuff. I don't like to be around a lot of people, so I'm watching our surroundings and stuff like that. And in my head, I'm praying. In my head, I'm praying because when he started walking up again, because he had kind of went back, when he started walking up again, my cousin said, come on. And she touched her purse. When she touched her purse, I knew what time it was. Okay. So I'm like, don't, don't. The cops here, we have an officer here, don't. Think about your grandbabies, think about your children. Don't. Because I already know what she was about to do. I already know what she was about to do. So the officer listened to her side, he listened to his side. The officer informed him that it was illegal what he did. He didn't tell her that they charge storage from the day your car is there. So if he wasn't fixing on her car, then he so say started charging her storage. I never heard of that. Now I do know if it's fixed, it's time for you to pick your vehicle up you don't have all your money. I do know that they start charging from then. I don't know about how he was doing it. But so anyway, the officer asked him, he said, "You are you sure you wanna do this?" She saying, "I look, he don't have to give me the whole 1,000. Just give me over half of my money back because he did say that they ran tests on it and it was gonna be 90 something dollars." And she was like, "Well, just give me over half of my money back. I'm not even asking for all my money back." So the officer asked him again. He said, "Are you sure you want to go to court? Because you gonna lose." So he then said, "I'm not the owner." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Run that back." I said, "Run that back." He not the owner. I said, "But what the owner was?" So she said, "The owner was in Smart Buy. He don't one on both businesses." I said, "Wait a minute. I thought Gus was the owner." I said, "Didn't he tell you he was the owner?" She said, "Yeah." I said, I said, "They on some bull crap now." I said, "They on some bull crap." So the officer made my cousin walk with him to the small buy, which was like maybe 15 feet from the mechanic shop. Okay, the owner comes out, he comes out or whatever, because they watching my cousin. The officer watching my cousin, and he calls the owner out, and the owner just looking, but the man not saying nothing. He's not saying, "I'm the owner." He's just looking like he want to cry. So the officer saying, told everything that went down as it pertains to what my cousin said. So this man still not talking. So I asked him, I'm like, you sure you the owner?" I'm like, it's, "Are you sure you the owner? Because you not saying that, you just looking." So they walk back, I'm walking slow because at this point I'm getting pissed off because it's games at this point. It's chilly outside. My back had to start hurting. Now I'm getting pissed off because the owner, the alleged owner, is just looking. So the officer asked Gus one more time and the owner. He said, "Okay, I'm asking y'all one more time. Are you sure you don't want to give this lady her money back? Because she is going to win. I'm telling you before y'all even go to court." And he told my cousin, he said, "Nah," he said, "Gonna be in 2025 when you go to court." He said, "But you're gonna win." He said, "I'm telling you, what y'all did was illegal. So you sure you just don't want to pay her and be done with it?" Mm-mm. The guy Gus said no, he gonna take his chances in the court of law. So he said, "Okay, well, you're gonna have court fees and everything." And he said, "You should have just gave her money back because she's gonna win." So he got my cousin to write everything down and stuff. So they going to court. They going to court. She just have to wait for something in the mail. They have to wait for something in the mail, and they going to court. And I'm like, I kept saying for her to bring law enforcement, because I know her, and my daughters want, they know she's she's she, she is a cannon. That's how I'm gonna describe her. She is a cannon. She don't have no understanding. And I just wanted her to think about what she was doing because for something that I know that she would have won, she would have ended up somewhere else in jail. So I was like, I told my daughter, I said, well, thank y'all for coming get me. Um, which I couldn't do much to help because she was already mad. She was already mad. So, but I'm glad it didn't escalate because if she would have pulled her weapon out, that cop would have had to handle her. Yep, he would have had to, stop that. He would have had to stop it. But it didn't go that way. I thank God for that. I thank God for that. And I keep forgetting they don't want us saying they don't really want us saying the G word. But anyway, I was just like, wow, you know, when like she don't work paycheck to paycheck, but when you um paying somebody to bring you to work $30 a day, sometimes $20 a day, and other places that she has to go. When you paying out of pocket, when you know you have a vehicle, that gets frustrating after And since May, the other vehicles had minor problems, y'all. So it took you from May until November to even say something. And she calling, 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 calling. And it took him from May to fix the other uh, five cars with the minor problem and to fix her truck with the major problem, right? So I told her, I said, my daughter said, I would have known she was going to, I would have told, don't bring your vehicle up. He have so many bad reviews. And like I told her, I said, it's just going to further mess up their business over there because so like I told her, I said, that just going to further hurt his business because the officer telling you that your case is good. He gonna lose. He should have just gave the money back. But I said, you also know it's around Christmas time too. A lot of them be scamming and stuff like that. But um, when we was walking away, he said, if you ever run into a problem with your vehicle again, he said, don't bring it to those foreigners. He said because they always try and jack us. And I told her that before. I said, my daughter will bring her vehicle to be serviced. They'll tell her $55 without even looking at what she's talking about. $55. And when her husband go back, 15, $15, $20, $25 in the same vehicle. I'm like, they don't even recognize that it's the same vehicle that's um being brought back. But the price is lower. And that was like three times. So I told her, I said, look, just stop bringing your vehicle over there and stuff. And it was like uh, to change her tires or an alignment. it's always $30 more for her. But when her husband go, it's $30 less. So it's like they always try to jack her. He should get yes, he should have just gave her money back. Yeah, 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 yeah. And she's the type of person. All I could do is just whisper in her ear, "Don't do it. Think about your grandkids. Think about your grandkids. Think about your grandkids. Don't do it." I'm like, So I forgot to tell y'all, one of the mechanics came outside, and when he seen when he seen us out there, he said, "Oh Lord, y'all done fuck with the wrong." I say, "Y'all shut up, Ray, cause I ain't even said nothing. I'm just here for moral support. I haven't even said anything. I'm just listening, and I'm just supporting my cousin. I ain't said nothing." But he was like, "Oh no, y'all done y'all done fuck with the wrong people." I said, "Oh boy." But that would have been easy. 5 minutes to count that money out and give the woman her money back and let her pull her vehicle. And that's another thing. Her vehicle is still there. It's still there. Yep. Anyhow, I was like, do you see all those other vehicles that been there? My daughter said, "Mama," she said, "Look," she said, "You see that truck right there?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Mama, that truck been sitting there for 2 years." I said, "Mama, that truck been sitting here for 2 years." She said they been doing things to people. And I told my cousin, I said, "You know what? I said, you should have caught on to when he told you that they had a vehicle there that had been there 5 months because the owner owed him $2,000. I said you should have caught on to that. That he was on some bull crap right then and there. I said you should have caught on to that." My daughter was like, "Look," she said, "all of them vehicles been here, Mama." She said, "All of that been here." She said, "Mm-mm." And she went on to tell my cousin, she said, "I wish I would have, if I would have known that you, I would have said, no, don't bring it." She said, "Because he jacked her husband out some money for, but he didn't jack him. He price gouged the prices of the stuff. When, everything he bought was maybe $20, he charged him like 100 and something dollars for a couple of iPad, cases. What else? Some phone cases, and it was a couple of other things. So my daughter told me, to say, "Mama, I told him, don't buy that. I can get that from Amazon." She said he told her, "But no, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna get it." She said he told her, "No, don't buy it. That's too expensive." But he jacked them. I think it was like $110. He jacked them, and because all them little girls got a phone. But it was something else that he bought from him. It was because they sell phone accessories, they sell phones, iPads, and stuff like that. They also do repairs on phones and stuff like that. But it was something else he bought, and he charged him 100 and something dollars. And I told her, I say he riding high now. He gonna be looking for he gonna be looking for his money. I say no. I say I wouldn't have bought it, but she said he bought that. She said he went on ahead and he bought it, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, but they have a lot of bad reviews and stuff. But it sound like her coming today Thursday. Yes, she off on Thursday. She off on Thursdays. But it's a shame how people try to beat people out their money. That's sad. That is sad. And I really don't like to do business with foreigners. I'm not gonna lie. Forgive me. If any foreigners listening, I don't like to do business. That's real talk. That's real talk. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lie. But I was just thinking how people do dirt to one another, and thinking I was thinking that early before I got on live because I was watching a case about this black guy that was unaliving women, and one of the ladies' daughter walked in and he unalived her. But anyway, um, I was just thinking about how people do dirt to one another. It's some things people do to other people. I be sitting to myself and I'm like, dang, how you do that? I could never make a bogus call. They say you're not supposed to say never, but I cannot, and I'm gonna say never. I would never make a call to no SSI, so all of them, Section 8, all them people on nobody that's bogus. Okay, yeah. I don't see how people can sit there and make those type of phone calls. Over they doing it. Now for the kids, if you know for a fact something going on with a kid um that's inappropriate, like that preacher had those his two sons out on the porch and it was snowing and these children sleeping on the porch and him and his wife in the house. That yeah, I'll make that type of call. But just to do it maliciously and call and have these people going, question the kids and all, no, I find that's some evil shit. When it comes to you doing something like that, I dislike people. I have a couple of people that I dislike, but I would never do nothing like that to nobody. Never. People just want to see other people lose things, and it's sad. Um, they can actually be putting those kids in harm's way because those the foster care system is corrupt. It's corrupt. Some of those young ladies, they tell them to go prostitute to eat. In the group home settings and stuff like that, they'll tell them go prostitute. Some of them is trafficking those kids too. Some of them kids get placed in the system. You never find them again. You never hear about them again. Like those two little boys. I was filing that case so close. I know one of them name is Owen, and I forgot the other baby name. And the adopter when they moved, y'all can still hear me. because they just threw me. They didn't throw me out, but my phone. Maybe because I probably have my screen set on something because it just went black. Y'all can still hear me, but if y'all can, what I just heard. Okay, thank you, Maisha. But one name was Orange. But when they moved in the new house, when the foster care, no, they had adopted them. That's another thing that they did. Uh, they hurried up and adopted the kids out. It was two little boys. I can't remember the other child name, but come to find out, they had unalived those babies since they was living at the other home and they moved into a new home. And the neighbors was like, "Well, we never seen two little boys." The father was like, he went outside to do something and he brought them outside and he went something about some Christmas presents and he went back in the house and he left them playing outside. Okay, what parent gonna leave some small baby outside in the darkness to go in the house and come back outside and he said the children was gone? I knew he was lying then. I knew he was lying then. But anyway, um, I'm not one of those people that can read body language real good. My son's very good at that. He can read a person's body language. And I'm like, he said, I could tell the way a person stands. I'm like, oh, come on. He's like, no, mommy, I'm telling you, see, you can read a person just by the way they stand. I'm like, well, I usually read a person on their eyes or the way they look. Once I look into their eyes, that's how. He said, Mom, I could do it just by the way they stand. I could tell you if that person good or not or not. I'm like, oh boy. But he be spot on with it. But anyway, yeah, he said he went out back in the house and left them outside playing. When he came back, I used to say, me too. Girl, you and Chocolate will be together because he'll tell me, Mama, that person ain't right. Like, I'm like, no, don't say something. You see, look how they stay. I'm like, okay, all right. So he very spot on with it because those people usually turn around and do something. But anyway, so yeah, I felt that he was lying. Because what sane adult would leave uh two babies outside and go in the house? Then it was snowing. Then it was snowing. So you left those two small babies outside. We don't even take my small grandbabies. We don't even take them outside in the cold unless they go into a doctor's appointment or we transferring them to the car back in the house somewhere quick. But we don't really let them play out. Some people let them play out there in the snow, but we're not used to no snow. And I can tell by the way people act. As Maisha said, she could tell, yeah, that's how he is. That's how he is. He'll read a person so called. So we from Louisiana. Y'all said misrepresentation. Um, we from Louisiana, so we'll call it reading a person. And so he is real good. He can tell by just the way the person body language is. And I'm like, dang. He said, Mom, he said, I could tell. I'm like, dang. I'd be like, oh boy, how you could tell? He said, I could tell. I could tell. But anyway, so come to find out, they did unalive those babies, y'all. They did unalive. That broke my heart. Now that was over on Facebook. That's where I seen that story. And I had followed, and I would pray, y'all, pray, I would pray, I would pray, I would pray. And for things like that, I tell God, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. I won't pray for anything else. I'll pray for the safe return of a child, and I'll be like, just grant that for me. I won't ask for anything. But when I found out those little babies was Yaya said fraud, when I found out that those babies was unalive, that broke my heart. And their mama was crying. She was crying, and I forgot why she lost them to the system. I forgot why, but it wasn't nothing major. It wasn't nothing major. And it wasn't nothing for them to be adopted out for. It wasn't nothing about no drugs or nothing. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't no major like drug addicted, leaving them play. It wasn't nothing like that. And she said she was calling to check on them. She was calling the worker, and they kept giving her the runaround. That's because they didn't know where those babies were. And then they finally told her, "Oh, they've been adopted out." She was like, "Adopted out?" They didn't even give her the option to get her baby. Y'all said me either. But yeah, that system is corrupt. So I could never do that to nobody unless then you got to think about if they go up in there because they're supposed to look for a family member first. The father, if the mother is single, they're supposed to look for the father. The father, they could send them to the father or whatever. Um, I know a lady here, and she got a child with my cousin, and she spanked her sons. They little boys, and they really active. And Yaya says yes, she would have been in big trouble. Yes. Um. So uh, what I want to say? Yeah. So the little boys, they weren't for my cousin, just her oldest daughter. And she was like 17 when it happened. So 16 or 17, I think she was 16. But anyway, and she was turning 17. That's how it went. Anyway, so she had spanked her sons. They real active, but that's little boys. And she was the type of parent, she wanted them to sit down. Which is understandable. In the living area, yeah, I understand when you're at somebody else's house. I do understand. Um, you want your children to respect other people's property and things like that, right? And they was real bars, they was real active. So she kept a belt. She kept a belt. And honestly, I didn't care when I would see her with that belt, and she had a real leather belt. And when I would see her with that belt, it always made me feel uneasy because if they sitting, one of them sitting on the floor and they just move, sit down. Okay, so you want them to sit there an hour or two without moving at all? The baby just moving to get some relief. He's sitting on his ass. His ass could be hurt. He's sitting on the floor already. His ass could be hurt. So the baby moving around. you know. So so I told, I said, well, I'll just take them outside, you know. I'll take them outside, and I'll let them play in the yard. When we was at my cousin's house, I'll let them play in the yard, and I'll sit on the porch and watch them play. So, um, long story short, she whipped them. No, that's what I'm saying. Without moving, hey, I'm like, girl, they would piss me off. One time we got in a fight, y'all. I was like, I was like 12 years old. We got in a fight. But I'm gonna tell y'all about that. She's real strict. But anyway, she whipped those boys when she got them home. She whipped them until the point they had welts on them. They had welts all over the arms. They had welts on the buttocks, which mean if they had welts on the buttocks, you pull their pants down and you hit them with their belt on their little butt. They had welts all on their legs, front and back. So most likely she whipped them with no clothes on. Now one of uh our cousins was on the case. She's a social worker. And she was on the case, and she went to my other cousin. And she asked if she wanted to take uh the oldest daughter, which is kin related to us. And yes, she tore them up. She told them boys up. She tore them up, and she tore them up. I was finna say something else, but they're gonna make me cry. But I was finna say something else. They're gonna make me cry though, cause my mind had went back. My mind had to went back to it. But anyway, she whipped them, and they removed them. The dad called, and they was together. And the dad called, and he reported it, cause she whipped them. She, she that was abuse. It's no law against spanking. There's no law against that. Where the law comes in at bruising, that's where the law comes in at bruising. So she whipped him, and like I said, he called. They removed him out of their custody. They didn't even give him. I don't know if he had the option. Um, but they took them for about a year out of her custody. And she told him, she said, yeah, I whipped him. She said, yeah. She said, I was taught you sit down and you this and you that you know, and she admitted that she whipped them and stuff. And the thing is, it's the bruising, my baby. They got welts the length of their arms, the length of their legs. Their booty is bruised. They can't even sit down because they got welts on them, open welts. So you tore those bars up, and it just broke my heart. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. It broke my heart so bad. My heart was broken in a million pieces because when I seen her with that belt, and I got mad at my cousin because she still allowed her to go over there. She still allowed her to go over there, and y'all, they kept them for a year, and she had to go to classes and everything. But what I don't understand, is how they gave her a job babysitting for the state of Louisiana. I will never understand that. Y'all remove her kids for beating them badly, and then y'all give her a job when she get them back, babysitting for the state of Louisiana. That's some weird shit to me. That's weird. That's weird. But my cousin, she don't work in the field. She in the office. She don't work in the field no more. I noticed a lot of them that work those type cases. They start having problems with their hearts, and it it takes a toll on them. Some of the things that they see, it don't make no sense. Till this day, I will never understand it. Till this day, she's employed by the state of Louisiana, babysitting those kids. Um, for a couple of hours, she'll have different kids, and I just never understood that. Y'all removed the kids. Yes, my said she lucky. She didn't live in my state. They probably would have thrown her in jail. Maisha, I'm not gonna lie. I don't wish jail on nobody, but from the things that her sister said, they were beaten bad. Those babies was beaten bad. And they were some little active boys, but just because a child is active, you don't spank them. But her sister said she beat them children bad, y'all. She beat them bad, and they were school age. They can go to school, and it's just one of them. It was three that can go, and just one. He was 3 years old, and it just that broke my heart to this day. When I see her at my cousin's house, I just look at her. I just look at her. She speaks to me and everything, but I just can't mess with her like that. I just can't. I can't. I'm not the perfect parent. I'm not the best parent in the world. I have spanked my children before. I will say that, but I would never bruise my doggone baby. I'll take things. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I could count on one hand because that's something I didn't like to do because I caught a lot of spankings. I would get a spanking if my siblings did something and I didn't stop it. First of all, I don't know that they're about to do that. How I'm supposed to read that my brother about to break the lamp. I don't know you about to break the lamp. I don't know if that ball is going to do a backflip and cut the lamp up and break the lamp. But so stuff like that. So that's why I wouldn't. Mm-mm. I didn't. I never cared for that. But I'll pop them open hand. I'll pop them booties open hand, and then that's not a good thing to do neither, because you can make they bladder weak if you hit them a certain way on their butt. You can make the bladders weak. So I didn't really, that wasn't my type thing. Now my little sister, she was hard on her boys, and I'm like, she was hard on her boys, but I wasn't real hard. I'll talk to them. I'll talk to my children and take things from them. Cause shit, that hurt. That hurt. Shut up. You hit somebody with a belt, that shit hurt. Shit. I know how that felt for me. Shit, that hurt. Mm-mm. Your heart starting to beat. You when you about to get a spanking, your heart getting to beat fast and shit. You're running around the house. You're jumping over things. You're hiding under the bed. No, that's that you putting fear and fear and pain in them children. I be like, look, I'm about to, cause my children had those phones. They wanted the razor phones and stuff like that. I would take that from them and stuff like that. And shit. Yeah, y'all see, not all, but some. But shit. Mm-mm. Yep, 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 yep. But yep, y'all. She babysitting for the state. That's one. I had to sit down on that one. I had to sit down on that one. I was like, it looked like to me they really agreed with her on bruising them bars. She's a very, very, very strict parent. All her sons are doing well and everything. Just the bruising, just the bruising. You can overdo it, you mad, and you gotta think of all of that too. That's why when they was sending the papers home, if they could paddle my children, I always say no, not even. They probably keeping an eye on her though, probably so. I know they made her take some classes and stuff. Um, she just was real strict, but her mama was like that. Her mom and daddy was real strict on them, and that's what she started doing. Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm speaking because I did foster care for a while. Some kids come from a home that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's another thing. I have one of my cousins doing it now, and we had a big argument about that about 2 weeks ago with her doing it. Um, I don't like the stuff that she says about the people kids. If you gonna do that, be the best foster mother that you can be. You know, she had a set of twins and she called one of them a name. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Say she was basically saying this child was evil, and she sent her back and kept the other sister. And oh, that's a whole nother story. 'Cause she on some stuff I really don't believe. I really don't feel that she should have uh, foster kids. Mm, I really don't. I should feel right. Okay, BS, thank you for just chilling out. But she sent all hers back, but it's one of them. The baby, she had a newborn, and that's the one that she's after. So I don't know why the mama let her baby go back over there. She probably thinking that she have her back and she don't. She's trying to get that child. And I'm like, how you know you gonna get the child? How you know they gonna give that child to you? Oh, well, because I had her before. I'm like, dang, okay. Girl, but we had a big argument, big old argument. She told my cousin, which is her sister, oh, if she do this, spank her, whip her ass. I said, you better not, you better, you better not touch that child. Shit, girl, you better not touch that child. Don't you do it. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. And some of the homes they come from, Lord, some of the homes, you don't know where they tell them what type of situation they coming from. Some of them, shit. Mm. But I wouldn't call no child Annabelle. I wouldn't call nobody's child Annabelle. Mm-mm. Yep. And the girl was like, the twin that she did have, she said, oh, she did this and that to a little boy at school. She hit a little boy in the head at school. She she's evil. And I told my cousin, I said, look, I wouldn't be watching. Mm-mm. She on a whole cruise, and baby. And so when she got off of that cruise, they put that child in a home. Not a home. They sent her to a mental facility. For what? I'm like, for what? What did she do? Cause she told me, cause she said I didn't do that. She said he was messing with me, and she and mom think I did it. But I didn't hit him. He hit me. Baby, that girl came back off that trip and got that girl out of her house, and they put that baby in some type of hospital. You laying on the sofa? Yes. What time it is over there, Rhea? It's like 4 o'clock. Because of the incident with the little boy. But she told my cousin, she said that she didn't hit the little boy. He actually was hitting her, and when she went to sharpen her pencil. I can't speak for another state, but I hear until they change some of the rules and regulations. Oh, okay. About the one that's babysitting. But she she got out of that house. Got out of her house, and now she have a, because you never know what type of home that they coming from. But my cousin babysat for her, like to go. Her husband is a detective, so they went to like a party, a Thanksgiving party and stuff, and she babysat it for the little girl and stuff. And she all she was doing was coloring, coloring and if she wanted something to eat, a snack, she um she she would ask for it. And like I told my cousin, I said maybe you should call or text one of them to make sure that she's not allergic because you don't know if that child allergic to oatmeal pie or anything. You just don't know. But just make sure that she don't have no allergies and make sure that she can have that because my other cousin, all she gave her was fruit. So she never had like a little Debbie cake in her house. She never had a snack like that. She hey proud. So she never had snack cakes. That's how some people do it. They give them proud. Say hello to all in the chat. Um oh proud. Yaya Thoughts One has a channel and Yaya Promise Child have a channel. Here they will call that abuse. Yaya? But I told her, I said just ask um because we was on the phone when the little girl asked for the cake, and I told her make sure that she can have that cake because I know she was on medication too, and I just wanted her just to make sure that she can have that snack cake. Proud said, okay, great. Yeah, I think she's gonna go live Monday. Proud. I used to say, hey PMC. Um, and yeah, Proud has a channel too. We talk about everything. Um, at the lives then, all topics. We talk about everything. Yeah, and we are respectful to one another. Over there, we don't get out of hand in the lives then. Yaya say, hey, PMC, Proud say, hello, Yaya. But yeah, so she I will connect, not a problem. Thank you, Proud. Um, but yeah, so uh, she called and they said that they normally don't give her a cake and stuff like that, but she can have one. Rhea say, yeah, yeah, I checked you out. She's gonna be going live, I think next Monday. Yeah, yeah. It's 52 degrees here, y'all. It's a pretty day. Yeah, yeah. I say thanks, Jeff King. I subscribe to you also. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I say coming live soon. Yeah, yeah. I want that purple lipstick. What's the name of that lipstick? I love purple lipstick. And somebody asked me, y'all, if I ever worn purple lipstick, and I said no. So one day I was going through my pictures. Y'all, there I was, lips sitting there just as purple. Then I had one with some navy, like some dark blue lipstick on. I forgot the name of it, but it was from Kat Von D. He said, "Be right, okay, proud." So it was I forgot what was the name of, but it was like this navy blue lipstick with little bits of silver glitter in it, like it was real small. I can't remember what's the name. Lord, that hurt him is so bad when Kat Von D sold her company. I can't really. I forgot who have it now, but I can't really find. I looked for. He had this brown lipstick. I done took y'all the makeup. I done took y'all from the foster care. Now I done took y'all the makeup. But I was just thinking about Yaya picture with that pretty purple lipstick on. And I'm like, I told that person, no, I never worn purple lipstick. And when I thought about it, I said, I wonder if he's seen a picture and I had some purple lipstick on. When I look through my pictures out here, I'm sitting there big as covered on my big lips with some purple lipstick on, y'all. Some purple lipstick. I like purple, brown, navy blue. I don't wear loud colors. I used to like red, but to me, red. If you don't really know how to do your makeup like a professional, that red to me don't fit. Certain types of red. Okay, Proud say y'all connected. I'm number 60. Okay, thank you, Proud. Y'all said what? Yeah, I love purple. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. Proud say you welcome. Yeah, purple is pretty. Yep, I like purple. Matter of fact, that's how I have my living room decorated purple and black. But I'm going to change it. And I bought a lot of those sheer. I didn't even hang up all the shears. I bought a bunch of uh purple sheer curtains in black. I didn't even hang them all up. And now I want to change. I want to change my colors. I don't know what I'm gonna go to this time. I don't know what I'm gonna go to this time. And that's the thing. When you're decorating, I get tired of things. I wish that I wasn't like that. I wish I wasn't. I seen somebody had their house decorated yellow, black, and white. That was so beautiful. I said, I'm gonna decorate my house yellow, black, and white for spring. Then I seen somebody had their house teal. It was teal and silver. I said, I'm gonna do my house teal and silver. Then I seen somebody had the house navy blue, cream, and white. I said, that's the color right here for me. That's the colors right here for me. Then I seen somebody had the house orange. It was orange, but it was orange, gold, and something else. I said, thought about it. I said, I try to picture my house orange. Yaya said, I got your PMC. Thank you, Yaya. I was like, dang. I didn't want to do my house orange, but he said thanks. But I was like, that's some that's beautiful how they had it. Like, I like that. Then I seen somebody had their house all black. Yeah, y'all. In case y'all ain't figured it out by now, I'm in a decorating group. I'm in a decorating group, and I be looking for ideas and stuff. And I from picture to picture, I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, Lord, that's gonna be so expensive. I have to pick one that I really like and stick with that. But for how long? Because some people change their house every year. Some people, well, I know like the bedroom every season. I go from every season with the bedroom, but the living room, I didn't do that this year. I usually would change like in spring. You put just some more spring stuff out. You know, some people do it with the living, but I didn't do it this year. Now I don't know how it gonna go next year. Shit. I don't know how it gonna go next year. I don't know how it gonna go. Shit. I got one of my cousins. She has so much expensive stuff in her house. I don't even like to go in there. The furthest I'll go is in her we could go in her I believe in spanking, but that makes me want to fight. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I done spanked mine before. I can't sit there and say I haven't. I done tore asses up before. I done tore asses up before, but not just for wanting to move. You know, you sit in one spot for a long time, your body start hurting, and she didn't want. He just was trying to get comfortable. You know, but I guess she said, I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna wait till I get home, and I'm gonna whip her for what? Just because he moved? No. Mm-mm-mm. But I don't want to say. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that this year, y'all. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. No, 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 no. But what I'm gonna do with all those purple curtains? Oh yeah, and I was saying about my cousin. But yeah, she get her curtains. Um, she get her curtains. They custom made. And when I go to her house, she got an anniversary party in February. Uh, you know what? And I seen it. I watched that movie before, and I remember him walking out the house, but I don't remember him telling him that. I was like, wait a minute. I watched it. Thanks for had a good time. Good conversation. Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you for coming in. I was like, hey, I don't remember that part. But I don't remember him punching saying head or gut. I was sitting here thinking, dang, what I would have told. Head? Dang, where at in the head though? Proud say stay safe and blessed and take care of y'all. What I would have chose. Head or gut. Man, me and a girl was fighting one time and she punched me in my stomach. Man, that took the life out of me for a while. So I'm thinking, dang, if I would say head, where at in the head? Then I'm like, But if you say gut, you got that chaser. Right. I'm like, oh, hey, neither. Right. He gonna say head or gut. Hmm. You heard about Bruce health condition health diagnosis? Proud he have a form of dementia. I forgot the name of it, but he has a form of dementia. It started with him forgetting his lines. They noticed that he was forgetting the lines and stuff. Hey, Miss B, I was watching you earlier. Miss B, my son said, "That's Miss B." My son said, "Miss, I know that's not Miss B." I said, "Yes, son, that's Miss B." I said, "Yeah, that's Miss B." You gotta know when to quit though. Leave people alone. Paul said, "Yeah, Bruce is a rough in a rough space. Unfortunately, yeah. Listen to me. Wendy Williams got that now too. I believe Paul said, "Hello, Miss B." Chatting with Miss B. Um, yeah, Miss B have a channel too. Proud, but I think hers is due to uh drinking. I'm not sure, but they never said if Bruce was. I don't really know how his came about, but I did hear that they was saying that he was forgetting his line. It started with him forgetting his line. But if I'm not mistaken, they say dementia can start as early as what your early late 30s or early 40s, but you're starting to forget things. Repeated punches to the gut. Wait, let me take it off so I can see. Yeah, because on my end, well, repeated punches to the gut could bruise ribs or cause kidney damage. Punches to the head can cause Parkinson's. That's rough. I didn't know it could cause Parkinson's. Oh, wow. Yeah, Paul, I didn't know. Paul said that said right drinking and drugs. Yeah. I know she would drink a lot. But I didn't know that could cause Parkinson's. Is that what Muhammad Ali had, Paul? Okay. I know. I broke it down to I broke it I broke it down to 'em, but every time, like when I put you on the TV and one of them here, because they usually tell me when you're live. Um, and I noticed you the only content creator they watch. And one is gonna be 19 in a couple of days. Well, next week he gonna be 19. and you the only one that I noticed that they watch. And when I put you on the TV and they hear you, they'll come in and they'll sit and they'll watch it with me. Or if we miss one, if we miss the live stream, when we eating dinner or something, they want me to sit to the table and watch with them. So that's our family time. They like to watch your live streams if we miss one. Yes, Ali had Parkinson's. Parkinson's also results from a combination of genetic and environmental factors such as exposure to toxins. Ms. V said, tell your son, wait up, let me see. Tell your son 2 years is enough and everybody gets tired of the nonsense, but keep watching. But trust me, Ms. V, they know. I'm glad they enjoy. Yeah, they like Ms. V. Oh, the baby's like proud. The baby's like proud. But and Lakin, she got her favorite one too. My granddaughter Lakin, she got her favorite one too. My daughter came one day. Now Lakin will watch Miss V too, but it was another one. Her mama caught her listening to, and she said, She said you can't watch her. She said you can't watch her. She cussed too much. She said she cussed. She can't watch her. Lakers said, I wasn't watching her. My daughter said, Mama, she was watching. She said that lady was hard down cussing and she was watching them. And I'm like, dang, I was like, you can't you can't block them from watching that. She said, Mama, she didn't know how to get up and out. And you know what, Miss V, I forgot about my girl, my baby daughter. They like to listen, and my oldest granddaughter, they'll listen to you too. I'm like, well, Miss V don't go off like the rest of them. You don't have cussing like, but they like to watch it too. And I'm like, y'all know Miss V? It's like, yeah. I'm like, they like, yeah. I'm like, well, what? Cause they don't live here. But they know. They know. They go to show you that those children, some of those children be watching these creators. But my sons, they love Miss V. They really thought Miss V was Debbie Allen. And one day Miss V spoke to me, and my son said, well, why is she calling her name Miss V? And that's Debbie Allen. I said, no. I said, that's not Debbie Allen. He said, Mama, that's Debbie Allen. She might as well tell y'all the truth. I said, son, that's not Debbie Allen. That's Miss V. He said, I bet you that's Debbie Allen. I say, no, sir. But that's what they like to do. You be at the table watching movies. Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Because Miss V is a little younger than my mama, and I don't know. I just hope discussions everyone could adapt to, and the goal remains to say to include everyone and read every comment. Your chat be pushing though. It be pushing. So I don't know. It probably be hard for you, huh, proud, to see every comment and to read every comment. That thrills me that young black men and women are watching. I am conscious of young people watching me. That is why I don't come out here with all that cussing. And Ms. B, that's what I tell people too. I have a lot of people that watch me that don't come in my chat. There's business people and stuff like that, and I don't want them to see because I can cuss. I can do some cussing, but I have to realize you never know who is watching. And they the ones that put me on. I mean, you visited my channel before, but they the ones that really put me on to like watching. Let's watch Miss V. Let's watch Miss V. So, with that in mind, Miss V, I know on my end, my youngsters, they are watching. They are watching. Yes, ma'am. And when my son heard your voice raised, he came out of his bedroom and he asked me, say, is that Miss V? And I said, yeah. And he was like, oh, why? And I ain't gonna lie, Miss V, he visibly was upset that somebody took you there. He was visibly upset. And, he went back in his room and he didn't come back out. He didn't come back out yet. It's a bit of a challenge, but I manage. Plus, I think everybody has something important to say, even if they don't think one another do. I want to read and understand every perspective. Yeah. Uh, and you don't like whatever we talk about. You don't try to like change up and like. Well, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want. Mm-mm. You welcome every topic. Miss V said, "Proud. I am going to subscribe." Yes, proud. But if you wanna see a good old Louisiana, Texas classy read, that's Miss V. That's Miss V. I'll be like, whoa, dang. Baby, Miss V will tell you off and tell you off and just be done with it. Yes, that's a classy read. That's what I call it. Good old classy read. I'll be up here upset and hollering shit. Miss V read you right quick and go ahead about her day. Miss V will read you and go ahead on about her day with class. Yes, ma'am. And I love when you and Miss Margaret do live. I like when y'all get together and do live. Reminds me of me and my cousin. How me and my cousin be Miss V. I love. I was hoping that you would start doing a segment with you and her. I would love that. Conversation could be selfish, just depends on the mentality of some. I like my discussions to have a jazzy, like chill feel. Yeah, they are laid back and get you a cup of cocoa or something and just chill and just listen. But sometimes I don't like to go in the chats because I don't be feeling like typing. Sometimes I just want to listen. If that makes sense, y'all. Sometimes I just want to enjoy listening to y'all talk. If that makes sense, I don't be want to type. I just want to listen. Listen to y'all read the comments and stuff like that. But yes, ma'am, Miss V over here, 19, 18. And my baby, she 12, 13. And you know what, Miss V? They also, another thing, my cousins is subscribed to your channel. Um, she had a disabled daughter. She passed away. I think this year gonna be the second year. And she was autistic and she had other disabilities. I think cerebral palsy and she was autistic and it was something else. Oh, she was blind. And I listened to the stories about the kids. It take a special person to teach and handle special needs kids. So that's another thing that I listen for, the stories with the babies and stuff like that. Because a lot of people, it can help them how to deal like young parents. My cousin was a young parent at the time when her baby born. She was a preemie, and she was a pound. She was almost 2 ounces, and they gave her 72 hours to live, and she needed 100% oxygen, and that caused her to go blind. And just hearing, it takes a special person. It takes a special person. I don't have time for these toxic people and don't bother them. Miss Morgan and I are coming on more now that I am home every day. Yes, Miss B, I love when y'all get together. I love when y'all get together. Yep, that's how me and my cousin be. That's how me and my cousin gonna be. But it takes a special person. Special. My mom worked with disabled kids when she was younger. So that's how I know a lot of things on how they act and stuff like that, and how to deal with them and stuff. So and some of these people they abuse them. They abuse them because they don't understand. Um, Sometimes they get aggravated. They don't understand, and they'll hit them. Okay, see, you're proud, but they'll hit those kids and stuff like that. They'll hit them babies. Yeah, but yeah, she was autistic and stuff like that, and um, I seen they have these a lady. She have two daughters, Shay and Bria, and they was talking about what she feeds them is unhealthy, and some people don't understand that sometimes autistic children they don't like certain textures. Like my little cousin, the only thing she wanted to eat was she'll eat vegetables, she'll eat that, um, but she didn't like meat. She didn't like meat. She'll take that meat, chew it up, and spit it out. She didn't like meat for years. So I told my cousin, I said, take her into the doctor. You might have to get in with a nutritionist too, just to make sure that she's having enough of everything that she needs for her to be healthy. And they did that for her and stuff. So when she became an adult, the girl started eating just meat. She didn't want the vegetables. She wanted just meat. Thank you for this subscription. I am now working with the mentally ill as well as of 2 weeks ago. No longer working with the public school system. I work with those in a residential set now. Okay, okay. I knew you had a new job, but I didn't know that it was gonna be with the older ones. They have a facility right around the corner from me. My sister-in-law was working there. I thought about going work over there. I thought about it, but I ended up getting sick, and I just never talked with her about it. But that's where she worked. I think it's a home of about 15, and she have to drive them places and stuff like that. And they cook for 'em. They cook for 'em. Well, y'all have to cook for 'em, Miss V. Yeah, they have to cook for 'em and they take them places. They go on outings and stuff like that. She like it though, but I just never respect with it because I got sick and it was the flu, but shit, I just never. That's some good money. That's some real good money. Good money. I used to sit in the homes with people, Miss V. That's what I did. Autistic children are big on textures and very routine. Ages 7 to 21 Lake. Oh, okay, okay. The ones my sister-in-law work with, they older, they adult. Yeah, they big on textures and stuff. But I know that she'll take it, she'll chew it up and shit. And when she first born, like not when she first born, but like when she was 2, she would say a couple of words and then she just stopped talking. She just stopped talking and they told us that she might talk later in life, but she never did. She never talked no more. She would say dog and cat and mama and daddy, stuff like that. But when she got older, she never did say that because they say sometimes they'll just take in what you're saying, and then all of a sudden they just come out and they'll just talk. But she never talked. She passed away. She had to she almost smothered one time. And so what they did, they started making my cousin take her to New Orleans to a specialist to always go in her throat and check to make sure everything was okay. So the last time she went, they gave her some fluid and that fluid ended up smothering her. She smothered on that fluid. But yeah, this year gonna be the second year that she passed. Yeah, it's gonna be the second year. She lived until 25, 25 years old. Oh, you're a counselor. We have a full service campus with school, nurses, station therapists, and dormitory on 46 acres. Oh, okay. But that's way nicer than what they got going on down here. So you a counselor, Miss? Okay, okay, Miss C. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Why not? Why not, Miss V? Shit. Why not? Why not? I'm thinking about going back to school. I'm really thinking about going back to school. I got out. I wanted to go do, I always wanted to do nursing, but when you're a nurse, they hold you at a certain standard, and I would go out. I would go out to the clubs and stuff like that, and they hold those nurses. I seen one nurse lost her job because she was going out, and people was going to the club, and they was taking pictures of her, and they fired her. They fired her. They let her go. But I think I'ma just go back for a dietitian. Yep, I think that's when I'm gonna go back for a dietitian. Yep, cause I know most of the diets. They have to in the I worked in the uh assisted living facility, and I was help in the kitchen. I was like a cook's helper and stuff like that. But I know how to read those cards. I know the drinks. I know how to make those drinks, those special drinks for 'em and all of that. I just didn't have no title behind it. But my cousin was like, "Won't you come back?" And I don't want to be the cook though. I don't want to be the cook. I'd rather go back to school and be a dietitian. But I know most of those diets because there's certain diets that some of them have to eat, and I know them. But y'all, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here, y'all. I need to make a phone call. So thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for connecting with Miss B. I think y'all, I'm gonna have to ask her about your channel if she connected with you, Miss B. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later.